The Tournament of Power is going to begin very soon, as Gokhan in the Z-Fighters has long learned that Zeno, the destroyer of all universe and creator, aka the Omni King, wants to hail something called the Tournament of Power, and he wants to see which universe are the strongest one, and the strong ones will prevail and get the Super Dragon Ball, while the weakest one will lose their tournament and their universe, as their entire life will be extinct due to Zeno's deadly power, as Gokhan is now responsible to go and gather 10 fighters for the Tournament of Power to begin. But before it happened, he has just faced Frieza Black, and he managed to defeat him with his Super Saiyan Blue power mixing with his mystic form. As the Z-Fighters are now getting used to the idea of the Tournament of Power beginning, and now they have to do everything they can to survive this tournament. What is going on, my Z fans? Welcome back to another part of What If Goku and Gohan fuse and remain as Gokhan. Before we begin this What If, please drop me a like. I'll greatly appreciate it. Show that you guys support my hard work and whatnot. And if you haven't already subscribed yet, please do so, and make sure to click the bell so you'll be the first to know about any new What If or the next part of this What If comes out in the future. In the vast void of space, a colossal arena materializes, a background where universes collide. Countless stars serve as a silent witness to a challenge unlike any other, the Tournament of Power. The arena radiates energy from the floor, as it has a cosmic color around the entire borderlines of the universe, and from there, this defines boundaries by no one other than the Omni King himself, Zeno. When fate demands the entire universe be judged by the strength of their warriors, only those with unwielding spirit and transcendent power can prevail. Today, Universe 7 steps forward, not as individuals, but as a united force to prove and hope and unite shine brighter than destruction. On a grand platform at the center of the arena, the representatives of Universe 7 are revealed. One by one, they step forward. Gokhan, the fusion of two legendary souls, Goku and Gohan. Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyan. Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. Future Trunks. Piccolo, Tien, Krillin, Android 18, Android 17, and Master Roshi. As all of these fighters were gathered by Gokhan nevertheless, and now they're all here to represent Universe 7, as they're ready for the Tournament of Power to begin and represent their universe to make sure their universe prevail and win this tournament. All the universe fighters has arrived, as each and every one of them were overwhelmed with how many fighters there were across from the arena. Formidable opponents from other universes glare with fierce determination. Among them stands Jiren, as a warrior who represents for Universe 11, and his reputation overwhelms power is legendary. But even as the Universe 7 warriors stand united, a shadow looms in a form of one fighter whose strength collapses of all others. Jiren, known as the only mortal who is stronger than their own destroyer, along with Gokhan. As Jiren has dispatched the foes with relentless precision, his power alone has turned the tide of countless battle. With a defending single from the Omni King himself, the Tournament of Power has now begun. Chaos descended upon the arena as fighters from every universe unleashed their full might. In one sector of the arena, Vegeta and his son Future Trunks sparring into action. Are you ready for this, son? I am, father. I actually can't believe you call me son, but okay, let's show them the true power of a Saiyan royalty. We'll cut them down any challengers foolish enough to approach us. Well, that is the plan. Let's see what they can do. With that, Vegeta went and he powered up his attack as he began to blast every fighter that came in their way. Future Trunks was very proud to see his father and him work together for the very first time as a team, as both of them were doing everything they can to make sure they go and unleash a powerful attack which no one can defend. The two launch a synchronized attack, their movement fluid and precise in a series of rapid strike and well-timed counters. They dispatched a host of laser force from rival universe. Their combined effort leaves a trail of fallen opponents in the display of teamwork that set in tone for Universe 7 unbreakable spirit. Elsewhere, Piccolo and Tien decided to coordinate with each other along with Krillin, Android 18, and Android 17. Master Roshi himself decided to go join. Their strategy is clear: to protect their teammates and do everything they can to make sure any opposite foe that tries to attack them, they'll counterattack them back. Each member of Universe 7 played their part in the grand symphony of the battle. Their united forge from countless hardship and battle past got them to unite to be very strong as a foe. As Piccolo looked towards Tien and said, "Remember, precision is a key. Let's keep them off the balance until our main forces make their move." Understood. For Universe 7, we'll fight not just to survive, but to prevail. As the early rounds of the battle comes to an end, Universe 9 were the first universe to be erased along with other universes, while Universe 7 is still hanging in there, doing everything they can to make sure they win. While they're busy doing that, Jiren's presence becomes increasingly known. With each foe he encountered, he dispatches them with just a single devastating blow. His aura radiates an utmost intensity as he swipes through opponents like a force of nature, leaving little doubt about his status as the arena's most formidable fighter. In the heart of the arena, the chaos slows as all eyes are turned towards the inevitable confrontation. Gokhan, the fusion of Goku and Gohan, whose power has grown through hardship and sacrifice, stepped forward to face Jiren, the formidable warrior. As everyone noticed that these two warriors were the only one who were stronger than their own destroyer. Jiren then looks towards him and say, "You stand before me, a beacon of Universe 7's hope. But hope alone isn't enough to withstand the true power. I fight for every soul that has suffered, for every life that has been lost. Today, I will prove that unity and resolve can overcome even greatness of obstacles." Without wasting any time, the battle has begun. In a flash of divine energy, Gokhan surged upwards. The air around him ignites with a fiery red aura as he transforms into a Super Saiyan God form. His hair takes a brilliant cosmic hue, and with the divine energy pulsing through his veins, he then looks towards Jiren as he charges right towards him and unleashes attack. In that moment, the power of a god was unleashed, a power born from legacy, sacrifice, and unyielding will to protect. Gokhan and Jiren clash with a very strong force. Each of their fists meeting has made the entire shockwave around the entire arena begun to shake, as everyone can feel the intensity of power between Gokhan and Jiren. Energy blasts collide, craving brilliant scar into the very fabric of space. For every life lost, for every dream shattered, I will end your tetry here. As Gokhan began to use more of his Super Saiyan God power. For several long turns, tense moment between the two warriors trade blow from blow. Gokhan's divine aura and speed pushes Jiren to his limit. The sheer force of his strike forces Jiren back, and for a brief period it seems like Gokhan may have the upper hand. But as the battle intensifies, a dark determination sets within Jiren. Jiren then looks towards anger and said, "You have pushed me to the edge, but now witness my true power." As Jiren went and used 100% of his base power. This is my full power. Let's see if you got anything up your sleeve to battle this one. Gokhan, before responding, has saw Jiren instantly came right in front of him as he struck him right in his face, getting Gokhan to be sent flying. Gokhan then managed to stop himself as he charged right back towards Jiren, and both their fists clashed, but this time Jiren with his full power has managed to evenly overpower Gokhan despite the fact that he was using his Super Saiyan God form. Gokhan was doing everything he can to keep up with Jiren, but Jiren on the other hand continued to go and show him who was the stronger one as he went and kicked Gokhan in his face, and with that he went and uppercut Gokhan, and from there he punched him in his face, getting Gokhan to fly right towards the ground. Gokhan then got right back up and saw that Jiren was actually the real deal and said, "Man, your power is amazing! I never felt this excitement before in my life. I cannot wait to see what kind of power you got." You're a fool if you think this battle is over, because this battle is far from over. While Gokhan and Jiren were busy fighting with one another, but Jiren on the other hand saw that Universe 2 went and did a fusion as they have now fused to become Analaza. Upon using that might of power, everyone from Universe 10 decided to go and help it out, as Broly went and he transformed into his legendary Super Saiyan, while Vegeta went and used a new power known as Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Upon using their real power, and now they're ready to go and fight Analaza. From there, Trunks went and he used his full power, and with that, all of them went and they managed to stop Analaza. Thanks for having Broly in the mix, it made a huge difference, as Broly went and charged towards Analaza and punched him right in his face. Analaza got sent flying while Vegeta went power up a final flash and aimed right towards it, getting Analaza to be erased from the arena as he has now been erased from Zeno. With that universe has been erased, but from there, Toppo has arrived to the battlefield as he went and strike Vegeta, and now their battle continued on. Vegeta easily went and managed to overpower Toppo as he began to attack him non-stop, while Broly went and he encountered Hit. Hit's power was really amazing as he managed to go and put Broly in a time skip, and from there Broly was easily able to counter it, but Hit thought that he is smart as he went and used a formidable technique called the Time Prison, something that will seal Broly away. Upon using that, Broly was there as he was inside his legendary form, and from there Broly began to use as much ki as he can, and he managed to shatter Hit's Time Prison. Upon seeing that, got Hit to be very shocked as Broly powered up an eraser cannon and aimed it right towards Hit, getting to be erased. Trunks on the other hand has encountered Caulifla and Cal, and before they could go and fuse, he managed to beat them singly and get them to be erased from the arena. Cal began to go and lose it as she has now gone and transformed into her legendary Super Saiyan. Before Trunks can react, Broly came out of nowhere as Broly went and grabbed Cal by her face and he stomped it on the ground, and from there he began to punch it non-stop as he threw her high in the air and he unleashed an eraser cannon as the blast hit her head on, and from there Cal has been eliminated from the tournament. Universe 6 fighters, all of them has been eliminated thanks to Universe 7, and now that universe has been erased by Zeno. Back to Gokhan and Jiren's battle. Jiren went and began to overpower Gokhan, the fact that he was using 100% of his power, and from there he went and struck Gokhan in his face. Gokhan then looked towards him and said, "Not bad, Jiren. I never thought your power would be this strong, but how about we go and use more power?" "Sure, bring it. There's nothing you can do that'll stop me from winning this tournament and making that wish with the Super Dragon Balls." Gokhan went and he screamed. Gokhan has now gone and transformed into his Super Saiyan Blue. Upon using his Super Saiyan Blue power, Jiren was amazed, but at the same time he wasn't that amazed as he looked towards Gokhan and said, "Don't think that'll change anything. I'll still win this." "We'll see about that, Jiren." As their next round begun, Jiren went and charged right towards Gokhan as he went and tried to strike him, but Gokhan dodged that, and from there he went and kneed Jiren right in his stomach, getting Jiren to gasp for air. Gokhan then went and punched him in his face as Jiren got sent flying. Jiren then saw that Gokhan was the real deal as he began to use 100% of his old power, and he tried to do everything he can to hit Gokhan, but Gokhan was too fast and too strong for Jiren to handle, especially since he is using his Super Saiyan Blue. There's nothing that Jiren can do in his Limit Breaker. After all, it is a fusion of Goku and Gohan, and let's not forget this is Super Saiyan Blue Mystic. Gokhan then went and uppercut Jiren as he began to power a blast and say, "It's over, Jiren. Time for you to go and I get the Super Dragon Ball." Before he can unleash that blast, Gokhan saw Jiren got really angry as he couldn't believe that he was losing, and from there Jiren let out a loud scream. Jiren has now gone and broke his limit, as he is now using his Limit Breaker. "There's no way I'm gonna lose this battle. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure I win." My god, just when I think I had the upper hand, he's always tapped me to a new form to prove he's the stronger one. Alright then, let's see what he's got. With that, their final battle commenced. Jiren went and charged right towards Gokhan as he struck him in his face. Gokhan fell towards the ground, but he quickly got right back up, and when he punched Jiren, Jiren brushed it off. Broly came to help Gokhan as he went and grabbed onto Jiren, and he tried to do everything he can to overpower him, but Jiren went and kneed Broly in his stomach, and from there he went and punched him in his face as Broly got eliminated from the tournament. Gokhan then saw that Jiren was actually ready to eliminate everyone as he began to go and use more power, and from there he went and tried to strike Vegeta, Trunks, any other Z fighters. Gokhan then went and tried to uppercut Jiren, but Jiren was able to hold it off as he went and kicked Gokhan. He then smiled and said, "Okay, Jiren, I still got one more trick up my sleeve." It's time I use the Kaio-ken times 30! Gokhan has now gone and used the Kaio-ken times 30, mixing with his Super Saiyan Blue mystic form nevertheless, as his power has outskyded everything. And from there, Jiren had no idea what he has done, but from there, Gokhan instantly came right in front of Jiren and he punched him in his face. From there, Gokhan then went and uppercut Jiren as he began to have the upper hand and he started to beat the shit out of him. Jiren with his limit breaker did everything he can to hold his own against Gokhan and try and make sure he eliminates him, but Gokhan was far stronger than Jiren. After all, it is Kaio-ken times 30. Gokhan decided to go all out. He then began to go and overpower Jiren as he began to beat the shit out of him. With that, Gokhan then powered up a enormous Kamehameha wave and aimed it right towards Jiren. Jiren tried to block it out, but he couldn't since he was using Kaio-ken times 30, and now he has been eliminated from the tournament. Zeno saw that, as Gokhan saw that Jiren was an amazing fighter, but from there, Zeno went and erased Jiren along with his universe, as Universe 7 has now won the Tournament of Power. Daishiki was really amazed as he looked towards him and said, "Very well, guys, you did it. I cannot believe how powerful you are, but now it's time for you to claim your reward. Your reward is the Super Dragon Balls, and you get to make any wish." Any wish, you say, huh? Well, I did love to fight Jiren again. I guess my wish is to restore all the universe that the Omni King has erased. Wow, such a ferocious wish. Okay then. With that, all the universe has been restored, but from there, this wish was something that no one could comprehend. It managed to restore all the universe that Zeno has once erased before, as it was one forbidden universe, and from there, they managed to go and reawake something that was not supposed to be awake. A brilliant of light flash fade. A new dark presence begins to collapse between the shadows as the entire arena was covered with his presence, and from there he began to laugh and say, "Very well. It seems that all the universe has been restored, huh? But now, a new order must arise. A new era, where even the celestial beings, the angels, shall fall. I, the King of all Destroyer, will make sure this happens." Oh no. What have we done? What the hell are you talking about, Daishiki? What do you mean? The King of all Destroyers. He has been restored with your wish. What? To find out what happened next, my Z-fan, make sure to click the bell as we're going to end things right here. Who is the King of all Destroyers and how strong is he? We'll find out in the next part of this What If. If you really like it, please drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you haven't checked out my Backstory Hero Z, it is pinned in the comment section below. Check it out. Trust me, you're going to really like that series.